Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to show you my end of the month May colouring pages that I did throughout May. There's not going to be a lot. There's only really 6 pictures that I actually coloured and then one in my journal entry. So I'm not going to delay, let's just get started. So the first one I want to show you is this one from the lovely Chameleia Angel Cover, which is 50 Zodiac themed miniatures colouring book, and it is this page. So this is the page that I coloured. I started this on the 10th of May and finished it on the 10th of May. I just used GC Quill alcohol markers. And then I went in with gold acrylic paint pen and white gel pen. So I just went in with the gold acrylic paint pen around the edge for the frame. I added little dots of the gold where the darker area should be for the sand. I did go in with a bit of pencil, but I haven't wrote the pencils down. It must have been the Arteza pencils. I just went in and just did some highlighting and whatnot around in the colours, just to make them stand out a bit more. I also went around the stars with the acrylic paint pen, and then I went in with the white gel pen to highlight the water, the eyeballs, and I also went around the Aquarius writing with the gold acrylic paint pen as well. This was a buddy colour with the lovely Connor, which is the lovely Kate's Colouring Haven's partner. Connor approached me and asked me if we'd like to buddy colour together, and Connor picked this page and I really did enjoy it. I'm looking forward to doing another buddy colour with you, Connor, so thank you again for buddying with me. So just drop me a message when you're ready to do another page. This is really a cute book. I actually like it. Zodiac themed as well. I haven't got a huge bundle of Chameleia Angel Cover books. Not Chameleia Angel Cover. Yeah, it is. I'm getting mixed up. Chameleia Angel Cover books. I've only got a handful of books. I did collect them at one point and then I went off them, and then I'm just getting the books that interest me. And I didn't have this book, and Connor asked me if I'd colour in this one, so I went and got it, and I'm glad I did because I do like this one, Leo. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing another one in that one at some point. So that was that one. The next one is from the lovely Emily Lydall Oberg, Fairy Tales and Folklore. Let me just get to the page. Anybody that I mention during the video I will pop in description. So with this one, I'm hoping the light source doesn't, you know, really outshine the page. I'll lift it up just a little touch so it doesn't do too much light source. So I started this page on the 11th of May and finished it on the 13th. I went in with Faber-Castell polychromos. I did go in with some Prismas. I did use white gel pen, black Posca pen as well. So, and I think I've got mixed up with the Faber-Castell polys. I didn't use Faber-Castell polys. I actually used the Neo Colour 2s. So I did a base layer of Neo Colour 2s for inside the jar and the background, and then I went in with Prismacolor Premier pencils. I don't think I've used the Faber-Castell polys at all on this page. I don't recall doing that. White gel pen I used to go around the jar. I'm going to have to go in a little bit again just to go over this bit here as well as this bit here, because the pink from the pencil is absorbed, so I'm getting a pink glare as such on the jar. I use white gel pen here on the sand, on the seashell, and then also inside these inside these as well, and also on this one. And I use black Posca pen for the eyes, white gel pen here, and on the tail. So obviously these are fairy tales, and this is the Little Mermaid, I believe, this one and this page. They're all based on the fairy tales. So when I've seen this page, I automatically wanted to colour her as Ariel. That's why I've coloured these as Flounder. Unfortunately, we haven't got Sebastian. He's not in there. So we've got little Flounder in the jar with her, but this one looks a bit more like Flounder because he had 2 stripes, I believe. But yeah, I envisioned colouring it as the Little Mermaid, Ariel. And that was a buddy colour with the lovely Nancy over on Instagram. Nancy Does Things. And I did it also for some hashtags. Mermaid25 by Lady Ellerwin. Also hashtag coloured the fairy tales May 2025 by Geordie Colours. I will pop those on description for the hashtags. So yeah, that's it. So it only took me a few days to colour, and I believe this one is one of my favourite pages for this month. Well, for the month of May. I really did enjoy colouring this one. So yeah, that's that one. The next one is this one from Coloridge Wild Six. Oh. So I did have a little bit of a boo-boo on this one. So this is the page in question. Let me just put it at an angle a little bit. So what I'm saying I had a boo-boo with this is I bought myself some distress inks. So they're only the little square ones. And instead of doing it in pencil or pastels, I thought I'm going to give it a shot at doing the distress inks instead. A bit easier. So in my mind, I thought I'll go in with the masking fluid, cover the picture or the main part of the picture, and then go in with the distress ink. I used 2 different colours. I think one was peacock blue and then the other one was another lighter blue, just to get a little bit of consistency. But I did the background, and then when I come to take the masking fluid off, as I was peeling it off, it was ripping the paper. So I don't know if the masking fluid's no good or if the paper just doesn't like the masking fluid. I don't know. But you can tell here and a little bit here and possibly a bit here on her hair where I've pulled. And it's just tore the paper and it was just so clumpy. I started to panic. I'm like, I've ruined this page. I'm going to have to tell the lady in question that I can't do the buddy colour because I've ruined the page completely. I've not got a spare picture. And I tried my best. And what I did in the end was I got my battery operated rubber and I just went in and I pressed so hard. Luckily, it's not done too much damage. There's nothing on the other side to say that I've ruined the page altogether or anything. But like when I went in with the battery operated rubber, it lifted a lot of the excess paper that was torn. So I'm so grateful for that. You can just about see the damage if you look at it. I know some people say when you look at it from far away, you can't see the damage, but obviously in person and if you look, you can see the damage that it caused to that and the fish mainly. And then I just went over with my pencil to the best of my ability to make sure that I could try and cover it up. I got the pictures of the fish from Google. I wanted to try and make it as realistic as possible. I started this on the 17th of May and I've actually finished it the same day on the 17th. I used Tim Holtz Distress Inks, Faber-Castell Polychromos, white gel pen and black Unipin pen. So as I said, Distress Inks on the background, the pencil work obviously on the girl and the fish, white gel pen just to highlight her lips, and then the black Unipin pen for her eyelashes. But yeah, I really did enjoy doing this one. I'm just gutted that I made a bit of a mess up with the masking fluid. And then I went and did the same thing on another page, which you'll see shortly. But yeah, this one was a buddy colour with the lovely Cool's Life in Colouring on Instagram, which she's called Kate. I also did it for the hashtag Colour the Fairy Tales May 2025 by Geordie Colours. It was the sea life prompt. It's obviously the sea life of the fish. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one as well. I'm just, like I said, I'm gutted that I messed up on the woman's face, the girl's face. The next one is this one, which is A Million Mermaids by Lulu Mayo. Let me just skip to the picture. So I didn't learn the first time. I went in again with the masking fluid again. So on this one, I started it on the 18th and finished it on the 18th. This one, I used Tim Holtz Distress Inks, Artex pencils, white gel pen and black Unipin pen, and also some sequins. It was a buddy colour with the lovely Kim on Instagram, Kim SL. And I also did this for the hashtags Mythical May 25 by Maryful Colours, Elowen-Mermaid 25 by Lady Elowen, and Lulu Mayo Scavenger Hunt May 25 by Colouring Bumblebee. I will pop all those on the description as well. So yeah, again, like a numpty, I went in with the masking fluid around the bubble. And it tore when it come to taking it off after I'd done the distress inks around the outside. It tore the paper here, and I think it tore it somewhere else. I think it was somewhere around here, but I'm not 100%, but I know it tore somewhere else. But this one, it's not too much damaged, but again, I didn't learn my lesson. So I'm wondering if I'm putting too much on, or it's just not good, like it's out of date or something, I don't know. But again, lesson learnt. Sorry about that, I've got my Facebook up. But yeah, I went in with the Artex pencils, and then I used white gel pen to go around the outside of the jellyfish, the big bubble, and then the little bubbles. I used white gel pen on the eyeballs as well, and the smaller bubbles, the outer bubbles. And then I felt like there was something missing, so then I went ahead and I added the sequins. There's some, let's see if you can see them. I've got some of these like hexagon shaped sequins. I thought they'd be really, really good for, you know, the mermaid style scaly look. Bumblebees, you can use them for them as well. And then I've added some little stars just to make it a little bit more sparkly. Again, I did enjoy colouring this one. Like I say, I'm gutted that I messed up there, but it was. Look, I did some mermaids for Mermaid, which I think I only did one last year, so to be able to get a couple done this year was very, very good of me. So yeah, another wonderful buddy colour. So let me just mute this so it's not popping up every 2 minutes. So yeah, the next one I did was from this book, which is Sargon, from Maria Troll, which is this page. This is another one of my favourites. I really adored colouring this one. So with this page, let me just look. I started it on the 25th and finished it on the 26th. This was done with Neocolour 2s, Prismacolor Premiers and white gel pen. It was a buddy colour with the lovely Daria on Instagram. and a Hunt Team load of hashtags, which I will pop in description anyway. So yeah, what I did is I went in with a base layer. Now, I was really worried that this paper wouldn't handle the Neocolor tools, but to be fair, they handled it a dream. If you know not to put too much water on, you're good to go. I'm still learning how to use them to the best of my ability without putting too much on and ruining the paper, because obviously the more water you put on, the more it's going to rip or tear. But it's just consistency of doing a layer, leaving it to dry, then going in with another layer, but not doing too much, just a little bit of water at a time, and just spreading it out the best you can. But I wanted it to look like she was the centre of attention, where I were going to put white sunbeams coming down like she's the centre of a stage, but I didn't want to ruin the page, so I just went in with the Neocolor tools. So the background, so the water bit is Neocolor tools, but the tentacles, Ariel, and the seaweed and the people that Ursula turns into are all done with Prismacolor pen premiers. And then I went in with the white gel pen for the bubbles. Pretty simple, pretty basic, but all in all, it turned out really, really nice. I've had a really good response on Instagram of how it looks. I think I could have done these like a lighter colour, but once I coloured them, I liked it, and they blended in with the seaweed, so I thought I'll leave it as it is. But yeah, I really did enjoy doing that one, and I look forward to doing more. So that's that one. So yeah, that's that one. And then the last but not least is from Mythic World. The reason why my book is like it is because I went to go and ring bind it, and it didn't go to plan. It was my first time ring binding, and I'd already done some pages in this book, so I didn't want to chuck it away. So I continuously use this to do any pages in regards to this. But yeah, let's jump to it anyway. So this is the, I don't know if it's going to all fit on, just about. I'm not going to move it anymore. So this is the page that I did. I started it on the 27th of May and finished it on the 29th. And I used Neocolor tools, Prismacolor premiers, Arteza acrylic paint, white gel pen and black Unipin pen. And this was a buddy colour with the lovely Z on Instagram. And I did it for the Mythical May, hashtag 2025 by Maryful Colours. So yeah, I just went in with a proper base layer of Neocolor tools. I envisioned how I wanted it to look, and I just went with it. But yeah, it's literally based on Neocolor tools, to be fair. And I was just gone in with pencil to give it a bit more depth. I wanted to do this obviously as blossom trees, and I envisioned of using a Q-tip earbud, using acrylic paint, just dabbing some of the paint and then just dabbing it on. It didn't fully go how I wanted it to go, but hey-oh, it's all trial and error. So that's what happened there. Again, I just went in with some white acrylic paint to make this look like fog in the background. I don't know if I accomplished that, but it's, like I say, it's trial and error. I haven't coloured a Kerby for some time, so I'm hoping that it worked. Only problem is that these holes in the page, and then obviously I use white gel pen for the bubbles. The shimmer of the water on the top. I gave this one a little glint of a shine from it because it looks like a little lamp. White gel pen around the sun, and then a bit of white gel pen on the little lake where the is it heron, not a heron, crane or something like that. But yeah, I really did enjoy this, and to be fair, I've not coloured a Kerby page for quite some time, so coming back to a Kerby page, I really did enjoy it. I'm hoping to do some more. I'm hoping to get some of my Kerby scavenger hunts done or joining with some of those. But that was all of my main pages in colouring books. I did at some point do my... let me just show you. I did do the May page in the colouring planner that's been made by the lovely Amanda Colours. So every month you get a page to colour, and I did this one. I think I just went in with just random basic alcohol markers. I did a bit of gel pen on the tail, a bit of stickle for the pearl in the shell, and I think that was about it. Rest of it's just white. That's white gel pen, and then just rest was just alcohol markers and such. In fact, no, it was stuff like this, Sharpies. I just went in with it. I think it was just a case where I couldn't be bothered. I've got June's to colour, which is this one. Pretty simple, so I'll be doing that at some point. So yeah, that was all my pages for this month. If you're wanting to do any buddy colours, don't forget to drop me a message on Instagram. That'll be your best place for buddy colours. I have currently got a giveaway going on my Instagram for one of these, which is the new Romantasy books. It's not due out while the 23rd of June in America and the 21st of July in 21st of July in the UK and everywhere else, I believe. So in order to grab yourself a copy of this, pop over to me on Instagram and just follow the instructions in order for you to be entered into the giveaway, and this book could be yours. So yeah, not only that, if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Which one was your favourite page from this month? Please leave a comment on which one you like the most. If you haven't already, click the notification bell so you get a notification every time I upload any new content. As always, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate that extra support. And I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye.
Staring a photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you. I want you coming back. I remember when we were staring a photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you, I want you coming back. Call me when you want, baby, I can't take it on my heart. Yeah, yeah, give me your love, yeah, yeah. Call me when you want, baby, I can't take it on my heart. Yeah, yeah, give me your love, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember when we were staring a photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you. I want you coming back. I remember when we were staring a photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you. I want you coming back. Call me when you want, baby, I can't take it on my heart. Yeah, yeah. keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you, I want you coming back. I remember when we were staring at a photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart.